If you have been in this journey of self-development for a while, one of the things people swear by is feeling gratitude even when you don't feel like it. But nobody actually tells you how to exactly do that. So today I'm going to give you actionable steps that you can do to practice gratitude even when you don't feel like it. Let's go. Feeling grateful is considered to be one of the most powerful, high vibrational and energetic state you can be in. Even numerous neuroscience studies have shown how powerful gratitude can be. One study even found that our gray density area changes with long-term gratitude that are associated with emotional processing such as hippocampus and amygdala, and these changes are correlated to emotional well-being and stress resilience, which goes on to show how powerful gratitude can be if it can make structural changes within our brain. But anything that can be good is generally hard to do. Anything that is good for you is generally hard to do, and that includes practicing gratitude. So here I'm going to tell you what are the actionable steps that you can do every single day, which does not take that much of work but still ensures that you're consistent in your gratitude practice to the point where it kind of becomes second nature to you. The number one actionable step is complain. Just complain. I know you're so used to listening to hearing this advice of, oh, you should never complain, you should always have a positive attitude. But I completely have a different attitude on how we can work through this, because if you're the kind of person who wants to talk about the things that's bothering them, who has to write down and generally express how they are feeling, it kind of has an opposite effect on you, because what you resist persists. If you are resisting feeling bad or feeling guilty or anything that's a negative emotion, it kind of persists and it just manifests in some other areas of your life. So what I would say is write it down, talk to your friend about it. But here's the catch. Most people just stop there. They complain and they just move on with their life. What I want you to do is, after you finish complaining, if you are writing it down in your journal, after you have written down everything that's bothering you, in the next page, I want you to write down what's the best thing that's happening to me. What are the things that are actually going right in my life, even though I am bothered by this one thing. If you are talking to your friend, make that friend your accountability partner. After you complain, every time you just tell them what are the things that's bothering you, how bad your life is going. After you finish talking about that, ask them to remind you what are the things that you are generally grateful for, what are the other good things that are happening in your life, and ask them to kind of force you to tell what are the good things that's happening in your life. Because once you finish complaining and then once you start looking at all the things that is actually going good and kind of changing your focus into the things that is actually working out for you, your mind kind of shifts the channel and be like, oh wait, I know I'm bothered by this, but there are also so many other good things that I can shift my focus to. And that is the point of practicing gratitude. It's never not about feeling the negative emotions, but rather feeling through all those emotions and then shifting that channel in your mind into a much better vibrational state. The second actionable step is be hyper specific. It kind of goes with the actionable step number one, because after you complain, you write about the things that you're grateful for. I saw this one video, I'll link it down below, where the person who was in the video, she was saying something along the lines of, okay, this happened, but what's the gift in it? So if something bad happens to you or something very neutral, a day-to-day thing that happens to you, try to ask yourself, okay, this happened in my life, what is the gift in this? And being hyper specific about what you learn from that experience is important. What I notice is people are generally thankful for the 1% of things that happens in their life. Oh, I am thankful for my partner, I'm thankful for my friend, I'm thankful for my job, I'm thankful for my house. That they are grateful about very specific things that is like 1% of what their life comprises of. But your life is the remaining 99%, and so you have to be super hyper specific about what are the things that you're grateful for. If you're going on a walk and you see some yellow leaves on the ground and you think, oh, that is so pretty, write that down. Say that I'm grateful for seeing that today. When you're traveling and your bus comes right on time so that it can reach your location on time, Write that down. Be hyper specific about things that you love. Did you meet a new friend? Instead of just writing, I'm grateful that I made a new friend today, write down what you like about them. Oh, she was so adventurous, she was so fun to be around. Write that down very specifically to the point where you can actually feel those emotions. You have to be hyper specific about the things that you love and you are grateful for. And this not only allows you to feel that vibration of gratitude, but also allows you to celebrate the small wins in your life. Just waking up early in the morning, getting that good cup of coffee, all those things that are small things that you would not actually care about, you realize how much happiness there is. I read this one article where they said something along the lines of like, imagine that if you do not express gratitude today for the things that you have, imagine that they would disappear tomorrow. And then you realize how many things that are in your life that you do not show enough appreciation for, like your bed, like the front door, and like the kitchen, the snacks in your kitchen, like running water, Wi-Fi, all those things that you do not necessarily show gratitude for, but you're so happy that they are in your life. Imagine that they disappear tomorrow. So write down all the things that you do not necessarily think on a day-to-day basis that I'm grateful for, but if they just disappear tomorrow, you would be so freaking sad about it. So write all that down. Go. The third actionable step is check whether you have all the essentials. I know this seems to be such basic advice, but it bears repeating. Next time when you feel stuck in that rabbit hole of like, I hate my life, everybody hates me, and I hate everybody, before you spiral into that existential doom, I just want you to take a pause and actually think to yourself, when was the last time I ate something? When was the last time I slept? And are my friends do they actually hate me, or are they just not available right now? Just asking yourself these things can give you that boost of like, I am so grateful for all the things that I have, and I know I'll figure out whatever is going on. I just need to be dramatic about it first. And that's me every day. So we are in the same boat, sister. Sometimes you just have to be dramatic about it. Sometimes you just have to complain. But at the end of the day, we know that we're going to get back out there, and we are so grateful for all the other things that's happening. And I just have to take care of myself first. The fourth actionable step is go for a gratitude walk. One of my closest friends, he used to always take pictures of all the things that we saw, videos of all the things that we saw whenever we are going on a walk anywhere. And I think that also shifted my perspective to see beauty in the mundane things that I might not have noticed before. So actually, when you are just starting out, whenever you're going on a walk and whenever you are in a particular place, try to see it from the lens of a camera and try to see, oh, is this something that I can take a picture of? And when you walk through the world in that way, you kind of romanticize all the things that you might not have otherwise noticed before. And eventually it gets to a point where even when you are in a bad mood and whenever you're just going for a walk, you start noticing things that you might not have otherwise noticed before. So what I would say is just take your camera whenever you're going on a walk, just start taking pictures or small videos of all the things that you love. You do not have to post it anywhere, but just looking at the world in another way can completely shift your perspective, and it can give you that instant boost of serotonin that comes with gratitude. The final actionable step is pair gratitude with the routine activity. Sometimes it can feel so daunting to just sit down and write down all the things that you're grateful for, especially if you have a very busy life. So one thing I would recommend is habit stacking, which is derived from the book The Atomic Habits, where you kind of stack one habit over the other. So for example, when you're brushing your teeth, just thinking and making a mental note of what are the things I'm grateful for today. Or when just before you eat, just thinking to yourself the amount of effort it took your food to be there. Or whenever you're doing a skincare routine, imagine about all the amazing things your body helps you to do. So thinking about these ways and kind of stacking your routine with the practice of gratitude can help you to practice it more regularly. One thing I did when I just started out my journey was keeping a note in my mirror asking what are the things that I'm grateful for today, because it can help you to maintain that consistency. But one thing you have to do is you have to do it every single time you see that note. Even when you're frustrated, even when you don't feel good, even when you feel tired. You have to do it. You have to drop down everything and you have to do it. Because sometimes when we are so frustrated, even when we see the note, we are like, oh, I do not want to do this now. But you have to drop down everything and you have to make a commitment to yourself that, you know what, every single time I see this note, I am going to say what are the things that I'm grateful for. That is the starting point. Doing all these steps consistently can help to train your brain to indulge in the habit of gratitude. And see, there are so many other things that you can do, such as gratitude meditation, EFT, using gratitude prompts. But I wanted to make sure that what you get from this video is all those things that you can do even when you don't necessarily feel like it. So I hope you like this video. Please let me know your comments in the comment box. Subscribe to this channel and like. I love you guys so much. Bye bye.